Hi guys, welcome back to the Save the Crafty Youtuber hub. I made a cat abduction card. These are all the wonderful sponsors. From them I used the Gina K amalgam ink for my little UFO to color it. And it's an interactive card with a magnetic system. For it I'm making my night sky on watercolor paper and distressed refills. I use faded jeans, dusty Concord, broken china, tumbled glass, and just a tiny little bit of black soot mixed in with the blues. And it's very strong, so I don't like to use it on watercolor. But I also dried it in between and then went back for a second layer to make it more vibrant. This is a huge hop with 80 plus participants. If you lose your way, the link to Justine's blog with all the information is down below, and also the next one in the hop. As I say, we have wonderful sponsors. Some physical prices like ink pads are restricted to the USA inhabitants only, and otherwise if it's a gift card it's open internationally. So if you comment you have a chance to win, and if you comment please leave your your country if you're USA or an international viewer down below. You don't have to comment on all the videos, but the more you comment the more chance you have to win, of course. And yeah, I understand with 80 hops yeah, you'll be busy a little bit. So at this point I thought, should I splatter it? But I was waiting for his time to come in. It didn't come in time for me to film and make the deadline, so I left it white, or plain, not white. And I thought I might go back later, but then I forgot. So if you want, add splatter now. Make your stars. And this is a Whimsy Stamps, A Boy's Dream. It's also available from the CC Designs website, and I'm coloring it with tri-blend markers, and I stamped it with Gina K amalgam black ink, which is alcohol marker friendly. And the tri-blends are a special kind of marker. They have 3 colors in one marker, so you always have the perfect blend. And I start with light and then with the dark, fade it out with the mid color, and then go back to the light. And sometimes I go back a second time if I don't like the way they blend it. And this is dark green, and I also used hydrangea purple and ice gray for my flying disc thingy. I'm not sure. UFO flying disc. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, that metally thing. And you could do all the lights. I do them all purple, but you can of course do them different colors, or maybe they're windows. Yeah, I have no idea, but that's okay. And in effect what I'm making is a slider card, and I'm using the My Favorite Things Launch Party Dynamics for the slider bit, but I made it well, the secret or hidden with using the magnets. And I had to try a few different magnets that are strong enough. You will see that a little bit later. And I ended up cutting one that was a bit too wide, but the smaller one was too thick. So you know, the paper that I'm using is 300 grams, 140 pounds watercolor paper, and that's quite thick, so you need strong magnets for that. And I'm using neodymium magnets. So here I cut it to size, and now I'm cutting some fog gray cardstock or slate to make my brick wall. So this would have been my Parisian rooftop, but yeah, it's no longer is. So now I'm just applying some ink, and I tried hickory smoke first, but I was too samey, so I went for black soot. And because, you know, I imagine at least UFOs always come at night. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but they would be at night, so I made a night sky. And also my cats are black, because there would be like backlighting And of course I have 2 black cats, so I hope they don't get abducted, but they might. So they're very curious. And there was something, I don't know why I did that. These magnets, you can see them on my magnetic Mac. They're neodymium, but they keep making my cat turn around in circles, which is funny when it's being beamed up. But I don't know why he does that. So this is the launch party dynamics. I cut out a hole in each tab and I layered, I think 4 or 5, just to make it really sturdy. And you can see this magnet is very thick. And then I have other ones that were too thin, not strong enough, so I had to play around a little bit. And I made my tab white, but I also cut one from dark blue because I thought, you know, it sticks out a little bit. And of course the sides are still white, and for some reason the blue one is smaller. So I will cut that with a scissor later so it matches a bit more. But if I thought about it, I would have probably done all the tabs with blue, but I didn't think about it. So my brick wall is going flat on the background and straight, hopefully. My UFO will be mounted with 4 layers of foam tape, so there's enough room for my cat to disappear behind it. So I'm looking where my cat is, and I had to move these around a little bit because I didn't know my cat would be turning around in circles. I don't know why. There's a plus and a minus to the magnets though, so make sure you adhere it the right way so they attract each other and don't repel each other, because then it wouldn't work either. And you might think, why not just make a slider with a channel? I didn't want to. I wanted to do something different that yeah, it's more surprising maybe for some reason. Here I'm measuring where my cat would be and where I need to put the channel, because I need to match up, of course. And then I'm tracing the tab, which are the same size as where I put the pencils. And then I will mount this with foam tape, and I layered 4 layers of foam tape as well, just to match up with the tab, because the paper has a thickness and it needs the thickness to move around, of course. And it's very sturdy card, so you don't need foam tape everywhere, but just, you know, a nice covering of it. And to make it more sturdy, I'm making this color, and I used liquid glue, and I probably shouldn't have because it went everywhere. Also on my pull tab, which I hope it will dry better. So you can still see it after the video. So yeah, and I didn't know this glue is new, so I thought I should use it very strong, but it doesn't dry as quickly as it would with tape runner or sticky tape, of course. So keep that in mind if you want to do it. You can still see it, but you know, it's just for the video. I might not send this out, I don't know yet, so I don't really mind, and I don't want to do all the layers and die cutting again. So I did that off screen to save the time. It was really hard to fit this video into 50 minutes. And these are the Impression Obsession cat set, and there's quite a few, and I just put a few on there on my wall, because you know they're curious and they will be attracted to blinking lights one day. On the back I put double-sided tape, so before die cutting it will make them into a sticker. And now, because this is blue, I will just use my gel pen, otherwise I might have stamped something like pull or an arrow, but yeah, I could have done that way embossing, but it's linen structure, I didn't want to do it, and I have plenty of wow embossing, but yeah, I didn't use it. So now that all fits, this also has sticky tape on the back, but I ended up die cutting another one that didn't have the sticky tape. And here you can see I'm fitting with the thinnest magnets. It's just magnetic tape, and it seems to work, but then it didn't want to work anymore, and yeah. I ended up cutting up one of my flatter round magnets just because it was too big to fit behind the cat, but it was the best option. So I just pulled out my pliers and I cut it, because you know they're very brittle, so that doesn't really matter. Here I made a mistake because there's a cat that has a tail that sticks out, and so now it's not in the wrong or not in the right place. So I'm cutting off the cat's tail as well, and just so I can line it up better. Now it makes it even heavier, but also still there. I ended up weighing it, it's 35 grams. So and here's where, yeah, sorry, gotta go. That was sticking out, so I'm poking it back in. I didn't put any sentiments on it because I'm not sure what sentiment would go with this. Maybe take me to your litter, cat litter, or life is better with cats, and that's why he's abducting one. And yeah, I didn't have those sentiments. I just left it, and I'm making sure my cats can still come in and out. So off camera, I cut this round magnet to be the size, and yeah, it will stick to your pliers, but then I will clean it up later. So double-sided tape, the blue sticky tape or red sticky tape, just to attach him, and you can see he wants to turn, and I don't know why it does that, but it works. It still gets pulled up by the beam, and it goes new. And if you wanted to, you could make the watercoloring like with a yellow beam, as he's been really pulled up by a beam, but because of the stamp that I didn't have yet, I didn't want to risk it. And here I'm showing you, make sure you choose the right side of your magnet. One will repel and one will pull together. See, it goes back behind it, and that's just funny. Yeah, so I hope you like your card. Please follow the links down below to your next hop, and I hope you win something. So leave a comment, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.